Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So playing AXIE Homeland, where I've actually made quite a lot of progress, partly because I assume everyone, but certainly I was given 125,000 gold, so that's one of the resources here, and gold is very useful for buying things and leveling things up. So I've been on a bit of a upgrade streak, and now I've run out of gold. So anyway, so this is a sort of farming game based in the Axie Infinity world. You need an NFT, a land NFT, to be playing it. There's no other NFTs in there at the moment, although they are starting to reward people for playing the game using the AXS token. Actually, they're using the MAXS token. Let's have a quick look at that. So this is how you earn. You do stuff in the game. So gathering, crafting. I've got 2 lands here, so we can see. They sort of show you at different sort of scales. This is what I've done over the last month, so September and October. You can see I don't play at the weekend, and then I have a maximum of about 100 of these MAXS tokens. You need 1,000. 1,000 is 1 AXS token. So basically, I've earned 1.2 AXS tokens, which is worth about $5. So. You're not making a living playing this one, but it's a sort of this sort of game is very iterative. So sort of more features are being brought in, and over time, the earning potential, I guess, will go up, and the things you're doing, I guess, will some of those become tokens as well. And I guess some of the axes that you own will be come into the game as well. But that's a bit of a long way off. So what are we doing at the moment? So this is a bit like a city building game where these can be considered different buildings. They give you different abilities. It's very resource and item heavy. So you're sort of growing crops, and then you can craft things from those crops. I haven't really got into this bit of the game yet, but it's sort of, depending on what things you what sort of low level ingredients you have, you can then craft other things. So say I don't have any strawberries, so I can't do any jam. But if I had the jam and if I had apples and sugar, then I could make these sort of second level things. If I had, as it go further down, you get these more complicated things. If I had bananas and sugar, I could make whatever that is, a banana juice. Honey. Some of these things end up, this one's quite complicated. You need peaches, bananas, and melons to make a extra deluxe fruit platter. So that's sort of the idea. Let's just do some boiled cabbage. So let's obtain these items. So these items are sort of for the combat bit of the game, which we'll go into. If I want to produce some more stuff, I can, if I have the right ingredients, I can produce some tomatoes. So I need coal dust to produce tomatoes. And let's craft. What else can I craft? I can craft some very basic. I could craft some more expensive. Oh yeah, so I can craft some shields. There as well. They're pretty decent. And here is some crafting some copper ingots. I need some ore to do that. Okay, so this is how this sort of thing is developing. These are my axes. These are not NFTs. These are just axes that sort of work in there. So we can see my axie producing coal dust doesn't have any resources. He's run out of resources, so we'll stop him doing that. And they're all on timers, so let's get these guys collecting some stone. So the main sort of resources, underlying sort of resources, are stone and wood, so trees and stone. So these things regenerate over time, so you can mine more things out. What do we actually use these things for? One of the things, there is this adventure trading element. So these are these characters. These are again not NFTs. I don't really actually look too much in terms of what the characters actually are. This is a 13. These just turn up. So these are not my characters. They just sort of appear, and they have different sort of stats, as you can see. And I can also equip them with the things I've been creating. So in this case, I'm selling him a sort of light, sort of low-level helmet for 1 gold, and a fairly low-level hammer for 12 gold. So he's going to give me, effectively, the game is going to give me 13 gold for that transaction, and he's going to go off and do some sort of idle battling, and he'll get to a certain checkpoint, and there are missions set around those checkpoints. So I'm just doing this rather mindlessly at the moment because I'm still fairly early in the game. When I get further in the game, there may be different reasons why I would select different things and get different different characters give them different sort of items, but I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm just sort of mindlessly sort of clicking through. You don't need to give them any items at all. You can just release them, but obviously they're not going to go very far. I'm not going to get any boosts in. So you can see here that I'm about to. I've got nothing in there. So I keep those 3 there. They fill up over time as well. And if I go into my daily quest, so a few things here. I need to sell 60 items to adventurers. I've only done 41, but my adventurers have survived now for over 2,000 seconds. So the more gear you give them, the longer they're going to survive. 150 gold for that. Crafted some items, going to get that. Finished 5 of the 6 daily quests, so I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff there as well. Weekly ones, still, I've done a few of them, but still working on that. Okay, so that's a sort of a little loop of what's going on in terms of my game world. I've got any more buildings to produce. I could produce a coal cache. So if I can find a space. Okay, so there's a AXIE now building that out. So how does this all sort of hang together in more broadly? So there's the auction house, which is where we have the PvP, P2P trading. So these are all different items. So some of these I've sort of been talking about. So these are obviously these are the low level items. These are the cheapest ones. It's going to cost me 30 gold to get a iron chainmail. Obviously I can then sell that to an adventurer, which won't give me that much money. It'll give me less than 30, I think. But obviously that adventurer will go further, so that would help me in other ways. Some people, as ever, pricing these things very expensively. So this gold can't be bought. So this is just an item you get through playing the game and selling things. And obviously these players are very high-end players because they're selling very sort of in terms of the game, very expensive rare items. And actually the colour of the frame around these shows the rarity. So when you make these items, they have different rarity drops depending on sort of or just random stuff, but also depending on the level of your buildings. There's a few more obvious things here. So there are I'm on the wrong thing here. Right. So consumables. So these are the things we were looking at before, like items and health potions. So they got expensive. 10 gold for a baguette. Wow. And we have wood and stone. So these are sort of useful things to have all the time. But let's see. Yeah, there's been a problem with stone. Stone got expensive for some reason. Wood isn't expensive, so you can pretty much buy as much wood as you like for 1 gold. I don't know why that's taking time to show up. Anyway, so those are the things that I can buy. So I could just go in and maybe buy 400 gold, 400 wood, and that's going to take some time to arrive. I can sell things as well. Wow, all my stuff is here. So this is stuff I've been selling. These are not very useful things, so no one's buying them. I did sell a whole bunch of ore. So this is my items, and if I wanted to sell some coal dust, I could go and do that here. But I'm not going to do that now because I don't know the prices. So that's sort of the yeah, a quick run through with what's going on with Homeland. Let's have a quick look at the other one. So this one is a sort of that was a forest plot, and this is an icy plot. So it's sort of same thing happening here. I'm sort of it's exactly the same buildings, although there are different sort of buffs for ice. Ice is more to do with ironworks, and obviously the forest is more to do with agriculture. So this one here, I've got some tomatoes going, and some pumpkins, and some coal dust, and probably what crafting can we do. We haven't actually got any. Okay, I can craft some really lightweight pumpkin helmets. How my adventurers doing? Auto equip them and send them off. So sort of like in some ways sort of an idle game with some sort of non-idle mechanics in there as well, and an economy. This stuff, as I say, is not really a blockchain game, but that's sort of that we know that's coming. So if I claim this wood here, that's going to take some seconds to unpack. But we know this is Axie Infinity, so we know sort of the direction of travel, where this game's going to end up. Can't can't craft anything here. That's pretty poor. So yeah, and there actually are up here, or there are some more high-level things. So I've pretty much done everything apart from produce 20 gems, and to do that I have to level up my buildings to be able to produce gems. You can see also these buildings need to be leveled up, so have I got enough wood? You know, I do, so it's going to cost me wood and stone and gold. So that's why I'm running out of gold, because I've been upgrading all my buildings. So there we go. So that's yeah, AXIE Homeland. I think it's sort of quite interesting as an idle game. Is you have to sort of hang around and play with it. You sort of pop in and out. Interesting now. You can sort of, you know, you get these tokens. So these are once a week. These are sent to, or you can basically, they're not sent to your wallet. You have to go and claim them from the wallet. But basically, you know, very small amounts of AXX tokens, and that's the point of having like a token like that you can sort of, you know, incentivize people to play games and do trading and all that sort of stuff. But it's be more interesting, I think, you know, as more of these items become tokens. I guess probably not everything becomes a token, because then it gets a bit overly complicated. But it is, you know, this clearly is a very resource heavy game, so that I'm sure it's something they are looking to do in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. See you again soon.